Hey gamers, if you like lighthearted party games with a bit of a toy factor, then you ought to check out That's Totally You. Let's take a look at how this game plays. In this game, players will be given cards to determine what teams that they are on, and that's dependent on the number of players, how many teams there are. And then they are just trying to be part of the team that is the last one standing. When it is a team's turn, so if we're on team one's turn, the other players will draw two of the question cards and decide which one that they want to ask. So in this instance, there's like who's more likely to set bugs free instead of killing them, who's more likely to say I love you on the first date. So if everybody at the table maybe knows that I don't like bugs, I'm going to pick myself, they might pick the other question. Or if they decide that they don't like either one of these questions, they can discard them and just take the next question and ask that off the top. So who is more likely to shoplift? Then the players who are in the active team will have a second to think about that, and then they'll have to lock in their answers. If they match and they're pointing at the same player, whether it is either one of them, then they have advanced to the next round. If they do not match, they point at two different players, then they are going to be out of the round. The only time that that will reset is if everybody in the round gets a question wrong and nobody would be moving on to the next round. Everybody will get another chance. That round will get redone because you have to have somebody move on to the next round in order to keep playing. Again, the game will go however many rounds it takes to knock out all but one team, and then that player will be the winners. You can also play a slightly varied two-player co-op game where you have 3 lives noted by these cards, and then you just have to get 9 questions right before you run out of lives, and that's a little bit cute too. Overall, I thought this game was really cute. There's a really good variety in how many different kinds of questions there are, and they have a lot of range of what kind of things that they're asking. I will say that I definitely think this game is better if everybody at the table kind of knows each other. You can definitely play it as kind of like an icebreaker thing to learn about each other, and the game will probably go a little bit quicker if you do it like that because you're, I think, more likely to get the questions wrong. But I think if everybody knows each other on kind of a similar level, it's a lot of fun because you can kind of think about who you think is going to do the best and then see kind of how that plays out. And it really does come down to the different questions that get asked, because some of them definitely feel obvious depending on who's paired up, while others are very difficult. And a lot of them we kind of came across made it seem like, oh, you know, neither of us would do that, or both of us would do that. So then it's really difficult to kind of choose and think about where your partner is going to choose so that you don't get knocked out of the round. But overall, the game plays really smoothly, everything works really well, the toy factor is really fun, and people can just have a really good laugh while they're playing it. So it is really cool. If you like party games and a little bit of toy factor, then you definitely want to check this one out. But you can look at my full thoughts on the blog today to decide if this one's for you.